During the flight, the man was horrified to discover that one of the engines had suddenly caught fire. The plane immediately started shaking, so they had to make an emergency landing. Meanwhile, the co-pilot reported the situation to base, but then the second engine started smoking. They freaked out, so they sent all the fuel to one engine, and tried to keep flying with just that one engine, but the plane had just had its parts fixed. The power was still weak, plus they didn't have enough altitude. Soon the plane started heading toward the ocean. Realizing they were about to crash, the crew immediately prepared for impact. In an instant, the plane plunged into the ocean. The water quickly flooded the cabin. The crew members were knocked unconscious by the water, but Jack didn't pass out. His foot got tangled in some wires. He tried to break free, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't. Luckily, the plane started breaking apart. The other end of the plane floated to the surface. Jack was able to catch a brief breath. At that point, the broken part sank into the ocean. The section Jack was in started sinking quickly. As the water was about to swallow him, he dove back under the water, struggling to free himself, but he didn't have enough strength. After a few tries, he passed out. As the plane kept sinking, the wires finally loosened. At that moment, Jack suddenly woke up. He immediately freed himself, and quickly swam out of the cabin. Then he inflated his life vest, and swam as hard as he could toward the surface. Finally, he was able to breathe freely. Suddenly, he saw the captain and Mike holding onto a float. He immediately swam toward the life raft. With Mike's help, they got the captain onto the raft. Once Jack was on the raft, he immediately checked their supplies. They had to make the remaining food last, and survive until the rescue team found them. But by night, they still didn't get any rest, because sharks were circling around them, swimming around them all night.